Look, I'm of the belief that total transparency is key and trust is everything. Okay, yep. When you're looking at doing a transaction, so there is ways that you can make the business look good in the lead up, and that's the shortcut way of doing it. We stop servicing machinery. We basically stop. We let the maintenance guy go home at lunchtime. On a Friday, wages. We don't.
The owner takes a pay cut.
Yeah. We basically, we cut everyone back. We don't invest into training. There's a lot of things you can do, and what it does is it increases short-term profitability. We cut costs, but what happens is it has a long-term detrimental effect. Now, there's and the buyers they're a little bit more savvy these days. These things will come up in the due diligence. What you want to convey to the potential buyer is to say, okay, what we've been doing in the lead up is that we haven't suddenly been sitting on our hands. We've been operating the business as it would be in no change, but also what we're doing is making operational improvements, and it's actually trending and tracking on an upwards trajectory. And that's what when you're buying that, it just means that it'll have two effects. One, it'll bring forward the transaction because it'll be the buyer will say, well, if I don't buy it now because it's trending in upwards, probably more and more expensive next year if I hold off, and I'm missing out on these profits. So if it's trending downwards, I mean, the buyer's just going to hold off and just wait till it bottoms out and then put an offer in. So the other thing it does is that it demonstrates that the buyer or the seller has actually done some of this work, some of the heavy lifting for them. So it's a bit more ready-made for that premium buyer.